Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show. I'm Billy, and this is Albert, aka Papa.
I've been Albert for 89 years.
But to me, as Papa, as I get told so many times by people, just the other day, I just love it when you call him Papa. I hear that so many times.
People know me by Papa.
I would say so. That's
Thanks
funny,
to you.
isn't it?
Thanks to you.
I know it. It's hard to break that habit.
Well, you were the first grandchild.
Yeah, so I'm going to come up with it.
Yeah.
Well, Papa, we are sitting here on a beautiful fall day. It finally feels good outside.
Feels good right now, but this morning at
it was
5:30, it was plenty cold in Bible, Tennessee.
Probably down in the 40s, wasn't it?
It is in the 30s.
Okay, I believe it.
I had 37 on my thermometer.
I believe it. 'Cause it was like that a couple days ago, and I don't ever watch the weather. Anybody knows me knows that. So my dumb butt walked out with a short sleeve shirt on at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, whoa. Even as hot natured as I am, I'm about froze. I was not ready for that. So now I definitely at least check on my phone, like there's a weather app. I'll check it now to make sure. I learned my lesson on that one.
We made the news from Chattanooga. Pikeville had the coldest temperature.
Really? Well, okay. I guess that's, I don't really know how to feel about that. I guess that's all right then. Since it's fall. Makes sense since we are to the north of them. We are generally a little bit cooler than they are.
Right.
We have a lot of viewers in Crossville, Tennessee. I always say Crossville feels like a world of its own. It's always colder out there no matter what.
But I bet you Knoxville furnishes them a TV coverage.
They do.
Instead of Chattanooga.
Chattanooga, that's true. Yeah, that is true. I think they would watch Knoxville, and which we have a lot of viewers from Knoxville too. So we appreciate you. And Nashville, got Nashville, just all over the place. So we appreciate you, no matter where you're watching from. We appreciate it. As I've said on here before, sometimes I do get emails that I cannot read because they're in another language, and I'm trying to master the translate button on there and figure that out. So, but yeah, I've not mastered it exactly just yet, but I do appreciate it. I did try to read them. I promise you that. We, as always, Papa, we've got plenty of announcements that are coming up in the next few days. We're just coming off a successful fall festival. We had been talking about the fall festival on here for quite a while for the lead up to it. But I would definitely say it was a success. That's for sure. Lots and lots of people.
Sonia said there were thousands of people.
Yeah, it was thousands. That's for sure. That's for sure. At one point, I couldn't get out of my driveway. That's how busy it was.
Can you imagine the population of Pikeville is 2,000?
Yeah. So the whole county come. Not the whole county, but a lot of people in the county come, but a lot of people from out of town come too.
Out of town.
Mm-hmm. I noticed a lot of people on bicycles. I wouldn't really advise that though. I was thinking, man, you're crazy. You're gonna get run over if you're not careful. But I did notice more bicycles this year than in years past. That's for sure. We do have Blue Bash coming up though. Our Halloween episode will be in a couple of weeks, guys. It's kind of a tradition now. Our Halloween episode is filmed at Blue Bash because me and Papa are the judges of the costume contest. Last year, Papa wasn't here for the Halloween episode. Casey Robertson filled in. I can honestly say that costume contest was probably the best one they've ever done because everybody was good. It was
Well,
hard.
The
pick.
thing about it is how many participants you have.
It was a lot.
A lot
It
of
was a
kids
lot.
dress up. Or the
Yes.
parents dress them up.
Yes.
Young
And
children, young children.
it was amazing. It was. I don't even know how many people participated last year. It was so many, but they were all really good though. So that was the thing. It wasn't easy to pick the winners. It really wasn't. So we're going to have a hard job. I can tell you that. It'll be hard to pick a winner. But we'll keep you updated on that. I don't want to say the start time of it for sure yet because I'm not 100% sure. So, but we'll get that information for you guys, obviously. Want to wish a happy birthday to the following people. Well, today's October the 11th, but these are October 10th. The first two are. So, I want to wish a happy. Well, I'll say a happy birthday to Oni Brewer, I think. Oni, I think's how you'd say that. O-N-I. Oni Brewer. I hope I'm saying that right. I really do. Today we've got 3 birthdays though. So happy birthday to Patricia Speck. S-P-E-C-K. Patricia Speck. Happy birthday Kevin Burgess. And happy birthday to Carolyn Oakes. Those are all today. Let's see, the 14th, so this is coming up. So I'll say happy early birthday to the following people. Betty Rennick is the 14th. Courtney Anderson is the 14th. Wendy Gwynn is also, she has a birthday on October 14th. So happy birthday to all you ladies. And then on the 15th, we got Allie Lewis. Happy birthday, Allie. And Jean Pendergrass on the 15th. So happy birthday to Allie and Jean. So happy birthday, everybody. And let's see, Papa. For once, I think you got just as many announcements as me, if not more. So I'll go through these. Today, might as well get to that one. Where did I see that at? Right here it is. Today, this afternoon, it starts at 4 o'clock, folks. It is a chili supper. It's at the Mount Crest Fire Hall. They'll have a chili supper from 4 to 7 p.m. And, they say, or until they're sold out. So you may want to go early, because if they sell out, they ain't going to be able to serve you. It's $8 a plate. You can enjoy your choice of chili dogs with chips, bowl of chili with chips, a Frito pie. Oh man, those are so good. I've not had one of them in so long. Frito pie with all the fixings. Man, I might have to go with this. Plus desserts, water, and tea to drink. And they're located at the intersection of State Route 30 and Route 101. Proceeds do benefit the Mount Crest Fire Department. So that's why it's for a really good cause. Because remember, as I was saying here, it's volunteer fire departments. Speaking of fire departments, we always like this one. The next one out at the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department will be on Saturday, October 26th, which is the day of the Boo Bash. Now, that much I do know. I just don't know the time for sure yet. But Boo Bash is on the 26th.
That's 2 weeks from today, tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you can start your day off that Saturday, which is the 26th. It's from 7 to 10 a.m. So start your day out there at the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department. Then that afternoon, come on down to Boo Bash. While you're at the fire department at Fall Creek Falls, you can have biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, hash browns, waffles with fruit toppings. That's what I like. Fresh fruit, bacon, sausage, country ham, fried bologna, as Papa says, orange juice to drink. Oh no, that's Fall Creek Falls. They do put orange juice. I thought for a minute it was Mount Crest. Anyway, orange juice to drink, coffee, milk, and water also. Plates are $10 each. Children 10 and under can eat for free though. The department, well, you know where they're located. State Route 30 West. And once again, it'll be from 7 to 10 a.m. That's always a really good one. Always. So that's on the 26th. But this weekend, it's at the Veterans Hall. You can always count on every Saturday morning just about there is a big country breakfast somewhere in this county.
Yes.
That's for sure. And this weekend it is right here in town. It's going to be at the Veterans Hall. Members of the American Legion Post 66 and VFW Post 5033 are serving a big country breakfast tomorrow from 7 o'clock to 10 a.m. at the Veterans Hall. Come and enjoy biscuits and gravy. It says ham, so I don't know if it's country or not, but ham, sausage, and I lost it here. There we go. Sausage, bacon, scrambled eggs, hash browns, and tomatoes. To drink, you can get a cup of coffee, glass of milk, or a glass of orange juice. And it's for a donation going towards the Veteran Hall operation. So the breakfast this month, though, is sponsored by the Bledsoe County Republican Party. So make a donation. This is how they make their money, because once again, they have to have fundraisers and things like that too to keep going. So you're doing a good deed by going to this and getting good food at the same time, so you can't beat that. And let's see, here's a reminder too, because since it's this weekend, this Sunday, October 13th at 2 o'clock p.m. you can go to Faith Baptist Church, and they're going to be hosting a singing with Karen Peck and New River. So that's at Faith Baptist Church. Pastor Doyle Ashburn and congregation invite everyone to attend. And if you have any questions, you can call 423-533-2179 for more information. That's 533-2179 if you have any questions. All right, Papa, take it away.
There's going to be a public meeting, and that's going to be October the 15th. This will be the mayor and the board of aldermen. They're going to have a regular meeting.
Got you.
And it's going to be at the municipal building.
That's a tough one to say sometimes.
Municipal building. It's on Municipal
Road. Drive. Okay.
It's 25.
In your neck of the woods.
Well, I call mine College Street.
That's right. That's right.
That's what it's been since
That's what it is, isn't it?
Since 1962.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, they want you to be there if you're on the board of aldermen, and if you're the mayor, you
I think you better be there. I think they better be there. Yeah.
You listen to me, Winky Cagle?
Yep, he is.
Also,
he is.
This happens tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the afternoon at the West End Church of God Fellowship Hall.
Okay.
There's going to be a meeting of the Bledsoe County Farm Bureau members.
Oh.
Members only will be allowed to vote, but the keynote speaker is going to be Lily Cagle.
Oh, yeah.
She is the alumni of Bledsoe County High School. Now she's going to Tennessee Tech.
Is she? Good.
But if you're a member, they want you to attend. And I think you should.
I know, yeah, and like I said, I've seen every time we say that, I've seen it's Valley Views. That's what I've seen her on. She was on Valley Views before.
She's very active.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
she articulated herself very well in there too. So she's a good speaker. She'll be good at that.
This is the early voting schedule that's provided in the local paper.
It's about to be officially underway, isn't it?
Well, the
16th.
Election day is November the 5th. So they want you to be sure and vote early if you cannot be here that day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good that they provide opportunities for people to vote.
Absolutely.
This period begins Wednesday, October the 16th. That'll be next Wednesday.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, and then Thursday, October the 31st. That is the last day.
Ain't that crazy? Halloween.
Yeah, it will be Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the voting varies from day to day.
Yeah, the hours will be different.
The hours of early voting is 2 to 7 in the first part of the week. And then
which is rare.
That was 16th, 17th, 18th. Then the 9 to 12 on October the 19th.
Yeah.
Then on October the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, it's from 1 to 4.
Yeah, that's more normal.
and then 9 to 12 on October the 25th and 26th, and then the last days,
Halloween.
from 9 until 12. But you must remember, if you come to vote, you have to have a photo ID.
Mm-hmm. Or some form of identification.
You have to prove who you are.
Yeah, the fact that some people have a problem with that is absolutely mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. You shouldn't have an issue with that at all. And
I noticed
that's just that simple.
At the First Southern Baptist Church, when people come to get food from the food bank, they have to have a photo ID.
You have to have an ID for a lot of things. So voting, which is one of the most important things you can do, obviously you should have to have that. That's just common sense.
Well,
It just
I'm
is.
sure. Just take for instance this Milton, the storm that came through
Things
Florida.
like that. Yeah, now things like that I totally understand.
Okay,
Yeah.
but now during the time frame right after the storm hit,
Mm-hmm.
there was people that were robbing and
Oh yeah,
had to do
terrible.
all these things,
Yeah,
and so there are scams
galore right
abundant that people are calling and saying you need to do this, you need to sign this.
don't
And,
fall for that, guys. I mean, scammers will even call here. They're always scamming. They'll call people here. They'll call people everywhere. They're always thinking of a scam to pull off.
So they were telling about that last night on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sign anything.
No.
So
Shoot, no, don't.
a person's ID is very important.
It is, absolutely.
Others are important in your life.
Absolutely. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, are you
Very
ready for
true.
trivia?
Yeah, yeah. I can't believe we're done with announcements already. We did good. I'm ready as I'm going to be. Trivia last week, folks, if you'll remember, was pretty hard.
Listen, I've got some questions to
Questions?
start with. Did you hear about the lion that ate his friends? He ate them.
Oh, I guess he did, didn't he?
But did you hear about that? He had to swallow his pride. What do you call someone that has no body and no nose?
Nobody. No. Oh, they don't have a body or nose.
No body or no nose. What do you call them?
Invisible.
Nobody knows.
Oh, dang it! Dang it! Dang it!
I like that.
Man, those are hard to figure out.
What's red, white, blue, and black?
Red, white, blue, and black. I don't know.
It's Uncle Sam falling down the steps. What's the difference between a duck and George Washington?
What is the difference between a duck and George Washington? What a question. What is the difference between a duck and George Washington? I have absolutely no idea.
A duck has a bill on his face. George Washington has his face on a bill. I like that.
Oh yeah, they're funny. They're just hard to figure out, but they're funny. Those always get me. That was pretty good though.
Okay.
They were pretty good.
I can remember the first show that I saw on television that was a game show
Mm-hmm.
was Jim Murray, and the name of the show was The Amount of Money That You Won. Do you remember how much the person could win on that first game show? That was the name of the show.
The name of the show was First Game Show was the name of the show?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want you.
I was about to say, boy, they're pitiful at picking names for shows.
The answer will be what you give me. That's the name of the show. What your answer will be.
It's something pyramid.
No.
Dang it. Lifeline, do you have a clue?
Guessing what year it was.
Yeah.
Jim Murray had a show. It was called $1 a Second.
Well, crap. I ain't never even heard of that one. $1 a second.
That was the first game show that I ever saw on television.
Wow. $1 a second.
On which side of the Civil War did Stonewall Jackson fight?
Oh, crap. I don't know now.
There's got to be one of two answers.
Well, I know that. I just don't want to give the wrong one.
Stonewall Jackson.
I don't north, south. It was south, wasn't it? Yeah.
He
And
was a-
dadgummit,
he was a
believe it or not,
Confederate.
south
He
was
a
my.
Confederate.
Well, that was what I was thinking.
Okay, this is going to give you four choices. The number one getter of American spare time is going to give you four choices. TV,
I'm trying to do some work in the back.
sports, that'd be recreation,
Okay.
movies, or
Okay.
gadgets. Which does,
Gadgets like
which-
games and stuff.
Yeah, which gets the most spare time from Americans?
Well, I would say all of them.
But
Really,
there's
truly.
one of them is number one.
Okay, it's TV, gadgets, sports, and what?
Movies.
It's not movies, probably. I don't know, either TV or gadgets.
Movies was number one.
Well, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
In 1 year, Americans spent $173.4 million on movies.
Good Lord.
2017.
Man.
Okay,
Yeah, I was
I
about to
want
say that ain't this year then. There's been too many flops this year so far.
name me at least three famous R's.
Three famous people, maybe?
No.
Oh,
Three famous threes. Three blind mice.
is
Give
that
me-
an example?
That's an example. Threes.
Trio.
Can you come up with three or four threes?
I don't know. That might be the worst clue you've ever given me.
Threes.
Threes. Lifelines, threes.
I gave you an
trios,
example. Three blind mice.
Right. Just give me a minute here. I'm trying to. I get mad at this because it's going to be something that I know, I guarantee.
Three Musketeers.
Three
Three
Musketeers.
Musketeers.
Okay.
One.
Three Stooges.
Three Stooges. That's two.
Three Amigos.
Three Amigos.
Three Amigos. I hadn't thought of that.
Well, I'm going blank, but that's some good ones there.
Three Little Pigs.
Oh, Three Little Pigs. Yeah, Three Little Pigs.
How many bears?
The Three Bears, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Yeah.
And there's a song, Three Coins in the Fountain.
Really?
Which one will well, I don't remember what the rest of the song. But
Well, I just hate that.
also in the Bible, you've got God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah.
You've got the Trinity.
Trinity.
And
Well, then
you-
there's a lot of threes.
And then in the Bible, chapter 13 is I don't remember what it's called, but it ends in verse 13 with faith, hope, and charity. These three.
There you
The
go.
greatest of these is charity.
Three must be an important number.
It was important.
Hmm.
Okay, in the tale of Rip Van Winkle.
That's the one that fell asleep, right?
Okay, can you tell me what is the most unusual thing about that story?
Oh, crap.
What do you think is the most unusual thing about Rip Van Winkle?
Well, I really wish I had seen Rip Van Winkle or read it in the last 20 years, but I haven't. But I know he fell asleep
How long?
for a really long time.
How long?
That's weird in itself.
That's to me. That's the most unusual thing about the story.
It
That
is.
he could take a nap for 20 years,
20 years. Wow.
and then he woke up.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've read that I can't remember what caused him to go to sleep like that.
Okay.
That'd be something to go to sleep for 20 years.
Can you imagine that? Waking up and seeing all the progress
I
and
know.
the technology that's developed
I
in
know
20
it.
years.
You should feel fresh as a daisy. That's one long nap.
Which country do we need to thank them for supplying us with the Liberty Bell? Which country gave us the Liberty Bell?
Billy.
France.
France.
Yes. Thank you.
In pro baseball, you have two leagues.
Bonjour.
The National League and the American League.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the senior league? Which one was the oldest?
I'm gonna say American.
No.
Dang it! I
The
thought
Na-
for sure it'd be
The
American.
National League was the first league.
Well,
Now I want you to think of the term cowboy.
okay.
Give me 3 illustrations of boys used in the like cowboy. Give me 3 other illustrations of boy being used.
Is this kind of similar to the 3 question earlier? Come up
Well-
with examples of that, basically.
when you hear
Right.
Cowboy,
Mhm.
think of another term with boy. In baseball.
Oh, in base. Why am I going to blank here? Don't tell me yet, 'cause I'm just going to be mad. But it don't have to be a cat. We're not talking
I'm
about
just
cowboy,
saying
just
there's
anything in
There's
general.
one in baseball.
There's one in baseball that says boy, has boy
Yeah.
with it. Ball, no, yeah, ball boy. Or bat boy.
Bad boy.
Finally.
So you got the idea. Now give me 2 more.
Crap.
Give me 2 others. You
Well,
gave me
boy,
one. So
yeah, true. I said bat boy. Boy, there's a ball boy in some sport, ain't there?
A ball boy. I never.
I don't
heard
know.
of
Well, I'm grasping it.
Tennis?
Yeah, there is like a ball boy in tennis. You know, they have to run.
it. Yeah.
And
I
man,
didn't
that's a dangerous job. I wouldn't want it.
What is
You
a
see how
bus
fast
boy?
they hit?
What is a bus boy?
Oh, that bus boy. Yeah, they clean up tables, right? Like,
Or
yeah,
wash dishes.
yeah, that's right.
That's all
That
I
was
have. That's all I have in trivia.
thank God. But I was really struggling today. But that's probably, I should have thought of that one really first, bus boy. But sometimes the most obvious ones don't come to you.
When are we gonna do
A
sports?
lot of pressure.
When we do sports?
Well, we'll do sports right after the break.
Okay.
So,
That's
and
next.
so trivia time is over. As I said, thank God today. Last 2 weeks have been brutal in trivia, but entertaining nonetheless.
I don't ever know where they're gonna come from, Billy.
That's what makes it entertaining. It would be boring and repetitive if it wasn't like that, and you don't want that.
Well, they come from all over the board.
You got that right. You got that right. But anyway, stick around, folks. We got sports of all sorts and Albertology and jokes, of course. Hopefully, Papa's got some good jokes ready for us. So all that will be coming up right after the commercial break. Stick around, folks. We'll be right back.
Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, connecting the Sequatchie Valley to the world.
At Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter, we're committed to be better. Better prices, better vehicles, a better experience. Your Jason Lewis Dunlap Supercenter understands that you rely on us to provide you with the highest quality of used vehicles. With over 350 pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. So what are you waiting for? Let us show you a better experience with the Jason Lewis Automotive family. Come visit us at Rankin Avenue here in Dunlap or on the web at dunlapsupercenter.com.
You need a bank that you can depend on. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, we have the most dependable staff that you will ever meet. Call in, you will not get an automated attendant, you'll get a person But on the other side, we have all the technology that anyone would need, from apps to online banking to bill pay. So please come and grow with us as we're about to celebrate our 50th year. We are the only community bank you will ever need.
Support small business and shop DunlapMercantile.com.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show. We want to quickly thank our sponsors for the show. So a big thank you to the following: Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's of Pikeville, the offices of Janine Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker, Farm Bureau Insurance. That's about as South Pikeville as you can get, isn't it? By Putnam Reed Funeral Home.
You're still in Pikeville when you're there.
Yeah, right at the line. That's Matt Massengill and his friendly staff. Morgan Brothers. Remember, they got an excellent buffet now. Excellent. And the Bank Walker Brewery. Good food there, too. And just a good atmosphere. If you haven't been there to get a meal, I highly encourage you to do so. Nickel Row Antiques, our closest neighbor here. State Farm Insurance, that's Nick Smith and his friendly staff. Milldam Outdoor Adventures, it's Lola's. She's been back at it hot and heavy here the past couple of months. That's good to see. She's right here on Main Street. Lee Station Baptist Church, the Daily Stop. It's quilting time. Looking forward. I still not got to ask her when they think the big part will be ready.
They'll give them 4 times more room they've got.
Yes, yeah, I know, it'll be huge. The Lucky Star. I've always said that's Bledsoe County's best kept secret. Beautiful, beautiful place. We've filmed there many times. And Dexter's. Dexter's Barbershop right here in downtown Pikeville. We gotta get with him and make that happen. He wants
I got a haircut there yesterday.
Did you? Well, was it him that cut it, or was it
No, it
Leon?
was a lady.
Well, we're working on that, though. I do know he wants us to film there. That would be
Good deal.
That would be interesting for sure. But all right, Papa, it is time for some sports.
I do
Of
have
all
some.
sorts.
We'll start off with Bledsoe County High School last Friday night.
Okay,
They traveled to Whitwell.
that's right. And oh wow, it's impressive
And
too.
I expected them to lose their second game, but they won over
did.
Whitwell, 28-12.
They won convincingly over
Convincingly.
the number 2 ranked Whitwell.
And our Tennessee Vols last Saturday,
Mm.
they took on Arkansas.
They
And
did
so
something.
I figured that would be another win in Tennessee's into the ball court, but they
It should have
lost.
been an easy
They
win.
lost to Arkansas, 19-14.
I thought they played pretty badly. I
Well,
thought they'd come out
Arkansas
flat.
outplayed them.
Arkansas clearly wanted it more. I think Tennessee should have been more ready. They had seen Alabama get beat by Vanderbilt. That had already happened. Don't let your guard down. I feel like both those games is Tennessee come out flat, Alabama come out flat. That was the common denominator of both teams Saturday.
Well, the thing about Tennessee that disappointed me is just scoring 14 points.
That should have never happened with an offense like theirs.
No, no. But
They
their
played awful.
defense should have been better to hold that other team back.
I agree.
If your offense is not producing,
That's what I was
you
about
need
to
to keep the
say.
other team down.
The defense has got to step up, and they didn't.
But you mentioned they already knew that Alabama had lost. They played Vanderbilt.
I know. I didn't see that one coming, folks. I can tell you that.
And they got
Nobody did.
Nobody did that.
Nobody
Alabama
did.
was number 1.
Yeah, that's just mind blowing.
For Vanderbilt to beat a number 1 team in the nation, It's
They
unheard
probably
of.
have never done that before.
No, well, they never had
We're
done.
talking about Vanderbilt has no tradition whatsoever in football. They just don't.
Well,
Their
it's
tradition is being terrible. That's what their
it's
tradition
a gimme
is.
when you have Vandy on your schedule.
It is.
But here
Usually,
lately, they've been
Yeah.
tussling with Tennessee, buddy.
that coach must be a good coach. I'm sure.
I
he's-
can't understand why he's still at Vanderbilt.
Well, he'll be getting a lot of offers now.
I'm sure he will.
Nashville celebrated. Nashville went crazy that night,
Oh,
and rightfully so. They hadn't beat Alabama since the 1980s, I think it said.
I don't think they ever beat them before. Like
I
that.
don't remember them ever beating them.
Number 9, Missouri, took
Mm-hmm.
on number 25, Texas A&M, and there again it would be a gimme, but Texas A&M won.
Mm-hmm. They must
won
be doing.
41-10.
Shouldn't have won like that.
No, they should not have won like that.
I mean, I'm giving Missouri the benefit of the doubt and saying that was probably at College Station, but still, if you're in the top 10, you shouldn't get blown out like that no matter where you're playing.
And number 5, Georgia, took on Auburn,
Mhm.
and they won handily.
Yeah, they were mad from the week before.
Oh, I'm sure that was. 31-13 was the score.
Yeah, they took it out on Auburn. Alabama had a letdown, Papa. They
had
got
a
that
letdown.
big win over Georgia last week, or the week before, and then this week they thought, well, it's just Vanderbilt, we'll beat them.
Well,
Beat.
I would say any team in the SEC that had Vandy on their schedule would already have a W beside
say
their
so.
name.
I would say so.
Okay, Florida took on Central Florida,
Hmm.
and Central Florida played a pretty good game. It
Really?
was 24-13.
Yeah, they should have won by more than that.
They should have. And then Ole Miss had dropped
Mhm.
down to number 12,
Yeah, they lost that lost to Kentucky.
and they took on South Carolina. And South Carolina, in spite of Shane Beamer,
Hmm.
South Carolina lost 27-3.
Okay, well, Ole Miss was mad too, I'm sure. So they,
I'm sure they bounced back heavily.
yeah, 'cause they lost a heartbreaker to Kentucky the week before.
This idea of the SEC, we have 9 teams in the top 25. We have 5 in the top 10.
That's incredible.
That's
Incredible.
that is tremendous in my opinion.
I don't think the national champion will be an undefeated team this year. I just don't see it
I do
happening.
not either. No, I do not see that either.
Because they are doing the playoff format like they should this year, and I'm glad of that. But we both know that more than likely the SEC is going to be represented in that national championship game.
Yes.
It's just too tough of a conference. And I just don't see anybody with an undefeated record making it to that game. The conference
Well-
is just too brutal now.
Alabama's already lost. Georgia's already lost. Tennessee's already lost. Ole
Oh.
Miss has already lost.
I know.
That's 4 biggies.
Yeah, those are the 4. If they're going to do it, it would have been one of those 4.
Yeah.
So I just don't see it happening. Texas would have been my other choice, and they've lost too. So
Who?
Texas, or maybe they've not lost yet.
No, they're still
Yeah.
number 1.
They're going to lose though. I mean, they're good, but they're going to lose at some
This
point. It's
week
just too
they
tough.
play Oklahoma. Oklahoma's number 18.
That's a
But
big
there's
rivalry
the 2
though.
new ones that came into the SEC
Mhm.
playing each other.
And it's already a very traditional rivalry. Like they
Yes.
are heated rivals. It's called the Red River rivalry, and
Red River.
so Oklahoma will play above their ranking probably. They
Well-
always get up for that game.
Texas has defended themselves quite well
Hmm.
so far.
So far they have.
Okay, Florida plays Tennessee
Yeah, it's in
Tomorrow.
Knoxville. What time do they play?
6 o'clock our time.
Tennessee better beat them, though, I can say.
They better beat them.
I hate to say it, but it's the truth. I'd rather Tennessee lose to Arkansas than to lose to Florida.
Florida's
really
not
would.
ranked, but Arkansas's not either.
Exactly. It's where Florida had that winning streak over Tennessee for so long.
Well, so when Spurrier was there.
Yeah, and we beat them in Knoxville 2 years ago. That broke a long losing streak to Florida. We hadn't beat them since 2004 until that game. So we're back in Knoxville this year. hopefully we can do it again.
A good game tomorrow is going to be Vanderbilt and Kentucky.
That is something I never thought I would hear. I would say you're talking about basketball. If you
Yeah.
had told me that any other time than now.
But now it's going to be tooth and toenail for
That
both,
is so
on
crazy.
both sides.
I know. That is so
It's
crazy.
going to be a good game to watch.
Who would have ever thought that?
And then Texas and Oklahoma faces off each other. Alabama takes on South Carolina. That'll be
Well,
another-
Alabama will be like Georgia was this week, so South Carolina better watch out.
And Georgia has Mississippi State.
They'll destroy them.
Uh,
Battle of the Bulldogs there.
LSU is number 13, and they're going to play Ole Miss at number 9.
That'll be
So
good.
that'll be a good ball game. Good
That'll
ball
be a
game.
very good ball game.
And then Mississippi plays University of Massachusetts.
Who plays? Ole Miss plays LSU.
Missouri.
Oh, Missouri will destroy them.
So that,
Missouri will be mad too because they got destroyed this past week. So
yes.
Massachusetts, UMass will be destroyed by Missouri. Mark my word.
You better believe it. Okay, last weekend it was our own brother to the south of Knoxville, and that Knoxville is the mother of all the Tennessee
Tennessee.
schools.
You got that right.
But that opponent at UTC took
Mm-hmm.
on East Tennessee State University and
Mhm.
won 17-10.
Go
So
Mocs.
that was two of our siblings
Yeah.
that was tussling
Sure.
it out with one another.
We'd lean towards UTC on that
Yes.
because we're closer to Chattanooga.
And now I've been thinking about that Tennessee loss to Arkansas, and that to me that pales in significance when you get to considering Vanderbilt and Alabama.
It doesn't even come close.
Uh,
Not even close. Arkansas is legit this year. You know,
but
they're not consistent, but they are good.
They're 3-2.
Yeah, they're not consistent.
Tennessee was 4-0.
Tennessee should have won that game hands down, but
But-
Arkansas is a dangerous team. I think people don't need to overlook Arkansas.
But Vandy upsetting Alabama was the number
That's
one
the
thing.
upset of all upsets.
Not just the upset of the century,
Yes,
which would be fine.
that would be
But
accurate.
I would think it would be the upset of a lifetime.
Absolutely. I don't know of a bigger upset. I don't.
I've not ever heard of it, but I don't think we'll ever hear of a larger upset than that right there.
I don't either. I really don't. I'm
Alabama
still in
was-
shock.
Alabama's number 1.
Yeah.
And
Vanderbilt.
did you see them tear down those goalposts?
Heck
And
yeah.
they carried them through the streets
Yes, of
of
Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm sure that was good for the sport.
It was. I mean, those fans, my gosh. I feel for Vandy football fans. They've not had much to celebrate over the years, Papa. So they got it all out that night.
I'm sure the people of Nashville enjoyed that. too.
Oh, yeah. You know they did. It was a good day for Nashville all the way around on that.
But not for Tennessee because Tennessee.
I know. Yeah, there's tears in Knoxville, tears of joy in Nashville.
Yeah, there you go. Tonight, Bledsoe County travels. They host.
No, they do try. I'm sorry, they do go to Benton. It is at Polk
The
County.
paper said that they will host Polk County.
Okay, I think it's wrong though. It is wrong. It is definitely at Benton. I did find out. And yeah, that was a misprint. Somebody told me that. So
Okay.
you're right on that. But anyway, glad you brought it up. It's at 7 o'clock. Kickoff is, and you can listen to it live here on WAT. Mike and Bradley will have the call for you.
That'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tennessee, when they played Georgia, I expected Georgia to win. When Tennessee plays Alabama, I expected Alabama to win, but not Arkansas.
No. But now I expect Tennessee this year to beat Alabama because it'll be in Knoxville. They better beat Florida tomorrow because it'll be in Knoxville. And I was thinking their loss would be in Athens because they had to play at Athens against Georgia. Now, I have no idea. It's all
To
up in
me, what it bodes is it's going to be a LONGSEASON.
the air. Long season, yes.
It's going to be, and not just for Tennessee, it's going to be a long season
For
for
everybody.
Alabama and for Georgia and for
The whole conference,
the whole
really.
conference.
There is no tougher conference. There is no tougher conference.
Okay, in tennis, Rafael Nadal announced
Yeah.
yesterday that he was going to retire at the end of this season.
Yeah, I hate to hear that, especially considering he's not played much this season. So I guess he's planning on playing maybe one more tournament. I really don't know.
He has a good name. He has a good record.
Very good. Best clay court player ever. Like
So I'm
he
sure
is
he
the
wants
king
to
of
go out.
clay.
I'm sure he wants to go out on a bang.
I think, yeah. I just say it's, now two of the big three's gone. Novak's the only one left playing. So, kind of bittersweet in a way because I don't think we'll ever see that again. I just don't see it happening. You had three of the greatest players of all time playing in the same era. That's very rare.
That's rare, but they didn't face each other all that many times.
No, but the times that they did, you could always count on being great matches. Anytime those three played each other, that you could count on it being a great, great match. And they just beat everybody else. Everybody else just could not keep up with them.
Well, you don't remember Pancho Gonzalez.
Mhm.
You
Heard
do-
of him, but
You do remember Roscoe Tanner, don't you?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Ain't he from Chattanooga?
He was from Chattanooga. Played at Baylor, I think.
That's pretty
But
cool.
anyway, I've seen some of the greats.
Yeah, because he won a major, didn't he, Roscoe Tanner?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Okay, we're through with sports.
Okay.
Now
Well.
we're ready for Albertology.
All right, Albert.
These are things that you don't learn in school.
Okay.
No one has more driving ambition than that boy that wants his first car.
You got that right. You got that right.
Brother Jim told us that he had a car in mind that when he turned 16, that he wanted to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And he had his heart set on that car. But his parents told him no. But he wound up with a brand new Camaro.
Wow. That's the best. That's surprise them like that. That's the best way.
There are worse things in life than getting a call from a wrong number at 4 a.m. It could be a right number.
True.
You don't want to get a right number at 4 a.m. in the morning.
No, you don't. No.
Money may buy a dog, but kindness will make that dog's tail wag.
You're right. You're right on that.
The great thing about the future, it always starts tomorrow.
True.
Seatbelts
So true.
are not as confining as wheelchairs.
Ooh, good. That's a good one.
Learn from the mistake of others. You won't
Yeah.
live long enough to make them all yourself. And this is Albert's observation
Watch out.
about mistakes. As many as you make, have fun while you're making them.
Well, that's a good one. And I wasn't expecting that, but that's a good one.
Okay, these are
I'm going to remember that one, folks.
these are reflections on life from some of today's most popular shows on television.
Okay. Let's hear them.
On Friends,
Mm-hmm.
Chandler said, "Cheese, it's just milk that you chew."
Ooh, that is true. Never
I-
thought about that.
I went to Wisconsin one time to a cheese factory and watched
Surely
cheese
not.
being made.
Mm-hmm.
It was in a large vat, 20 feet long and 4 feet wide, and they had brooms sweeping through that, making cheese out of it.
I
I
bet.
said, "This does not look like cheese." It was white, made
Yeah.
out of milk.
Yeah,
They said, "We've not added the color to it yet."
I remember you telling me that. Because I've never thought about that before.
I never had thought about cheese having a color added to it. I remember when the old little margarine first came out, margarine, it was It was white, and you had to have a peel to make it yellow.
Okay, so for some reason, I just assumed it was already yellow. I don't know why, but I did.
I did too.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better about it.
On Frasier,
Mm-hmm. Kelsey
this is
Grammer.
about death. Frasier says, there's nothing you can do when death comes knocking at your door. At that time, he heard someone knocking at the door. So he said to Niles, will you get that? He said, I certainly will not.
That's his brother. That's funny.
Okay. This is unusual things that has happened.
There's a lot of those.
In 1973, a British couple bought a rundown farmhouse in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
There was an old painting in the house on the wall, and they said, we want you to include that painting in the sale of the house. So the couple sold it to them lock, stock, and barrel. 19 years later, they decided to have that painting appraised to see if it was worth anything. So they took it to an art dealer in Toronto. That art dealer nearly lost his teeth. He said, that painting has been lost for 100 years.
Whoa.
And we did not know where it was. And it was a painting by John William Waterhouse. I don't know anything
There
about
that
him.
is.
But he said nobody knew where it was. Guess how much that painting was valued at?
How much?
$5 million.
Whoa.
And they bought that house for what it was worth. It was an old farmhouse.
Boy, how lucky can you, man alive.
Now this is concerning the Beatles.
Okay.
Dundee University in Scotland was working to digitize its archives when someone came across some 130,000 photos of by Michael Pito. So they did not realize what they had, but they had 130,000 photos.
Of Michael Pito, whoever that is?
Included in these 130,000 photos were shots of the Beatles eating, drinking, and relaxing between sets of a movie. And
Whoa.
these were photos that no one had ever seen. Can you imagine how much those photos were worth?
There's no telling.
They said that it was significant. That's
They
all
didn't
would
even
tell.
say the amount, did they? That tells you everything you need to know right there.
This is what happened to a fellow named Joe Perky in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Joe
He's-
Perky
Joe Perky.
in Knoxville, Tennessee.
He lost his high school ring in 1964. 37 years later, he got a phone call,
Wow.
and it was from Bob's Septic Service, and they said that this ring was found, and the reason Perky lost the ring, he had lost 40 pounds, and the ring just came off.
Okay.
And he was flushing, and that's how it wound up in the septic surface. And they cleaned it up, and researched the date and the initials, and then in 2001 they gave it back to Bob to
Wow. Wow.
Joe Perky.
That's crazy.
He said, "I knew where I lost it. It was not lost. I just didn't want to go get it."
At least he was honest about it.
I won't tell that one. It's too much like the other one.
Well, you can tell some jokes if you want to.
Well, let me
You
tell
can tell
you
you
this.
another one of them if you find one.
Do you know that
Lucky finds, no kidding. Yeah, those were.
you know who Mike Hammer is.
I do not.
Mike Hammer is a
Mike Hammer?
Mike Hammer is a
Oh,
fiction character.
okay.
But writer Mickey Spillane had been in and out of the comic book business for years, and he tried to sell his new detective strip to New York publishers in 1946.
Okay.
This man that he had written about was called Mike Danger,
Okay.
and no one would buy this book until he changed it to Mike Hammer. And that was a
That
fictional
is so weird.
detective. But
Why?
Mickey Spillane was the writer that wrote that book.
Well, so he must have realized that it was the name, which makes no sense to me whatsoever, does it you?
No. Okay, you want
What's
some
the-
jokes now?
Yeah, what's the danger in Mike Danger? I mean, really, I don't get it. Isn't it
Okay.
crazy how something that small can change something? From Mike Danger to Mike Hammer.
But Mike Hammer, you do not know that, but Mike Hammer got to be pretty popular.
Wow.
I often took walks along New York City's East River
Mm-hmm.
on early summer mornings. Every day I'd see the same older man sitting on the same bench, gazing wistfully out into the water. So one morning I decided to talk to him. And I said, I don't mean to bother you, but I see you here every day. He said, is that right? He said, yes. I was curious to see why you sit on this same bench.
Mm-hmm.
He turned away with a deep sigh and he said, my wife and I used to sit on this bench together for 51 years.
Dang.
Oh, I said, I'm sorry. And for some reason, she likes to sit over there now on that other bench. Can you believe that?
That's hilarious. I bet that person didn't know what to say to that. I'd have had to start laughing probably. That's funny.
TikTok is in the news right now.
When
And
ain't it?
this host of the TikTok series, The Leighton Show, asked parents to share with him some of the questions their college freshmen asked them.
College freshman. Okay.
Okay. These would be kids 23, 24 years old.
No
Freshmen.
telling what these questions will be.
They said, what's grandma's actual name? All they ever heard was grandma or granny. And this college student said, can I use the bathroom on a plane? And can you imagine a 23-year-old kid saying to
I
their
cannot.
parents, listen, how often is annual?
Oh my God.
This
Where are
is
they
this
going
question.
to school at?
Do we live above sea level or below sea level? How do I know when water is boiling?
You gotta be kidding me.
These are
These are true stories, aren't
college freshmen now.
they? Well, they must be going to the University of Morons
chop.
Are Us.
Pork chops are part of a chicken, right?
Nope. Nope.
Which one makes noise, lightning or thunder?
You gotta be kidding me.
Do
Man
we-
alive.
Do we have a billing address? Do I have Medicare? And this is the last one. This last one. What time is noon? Can you believe some of
I
those?
cannot. That's why I said, golly, where are they going to school? The University of Morons Are Us? My gosh. Them are some dummies. There's some dummies.
Oh, man.
Tell us one more if you got one. It'd be hard to top that one, won't it? That's man
This is-
alive. That's crazy.
George Burns said this.
He was a very funny man.
Don't stay in bed unless you can make money in bed.
5 years ago.
Not even gonna go there.
Dolly Parton said this: a peacock that rests on its feathers is just another turkey.
Ooh, wow. Dolly.
Dolly Parton.
I like that. I like that saying. Dolly Parton.
Okay. My sister explained to my nephew how his voice would change when he went through puberty.
Puberty.
And so he was excited about that. He said, I hope I'll learn German.
Go, man. That's right.
That's pretty good.
This is the last one. The downside to retirement, I told my daughter, as she was a stay-at-home mom
Okay.
with 3 girls, is that you no longer feel euphoric about Fridays because every day is a Friday once you retire.
Yeah.
And she said, this is his daughter, I know what you mean, but to me every day is Monday.
I bet. Yeah. It would be. There's no day off for her.
No day off.
Well, those were good. I still cannot get past the college freshman questions. That is too good.
That
Too good.
is that was wild, wasn't it?
That really was. Calling that school morons or us is being nice, really. Must be a school for dummies. That's very worrisome. But those were good. Popeye, the streak continues. I like that book. Well, as we said, folks, we're 2 weeks away from our big Halloween episode, so stay tuned for that. We'll be judges at the Boo Bash. We'll give you all the details next week on the Boo Bash. And just know that our Halloween episode is just 2 weeks away, because I've had some people ask me about it. We always do a Halloween episode. So there you have it. We'll be shooting we'll be filming the episode on the 26th at Boo Bash. So there you go for the several people that have asked me about our Halloween episode. But we'll be back next week, though, for another all-new episode of the Albert and Billy Show, and we'll give you all the details about Boo Bash. So definitely stay tuned for that and tune in. And until next time, you guys have a great weekend and a great week, and we'll see you guys next time. So long, everybody. Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.